What's up there, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for joining me for another episode of Road to Regionals, where I attempt to climb the online ladder and attempt to become a better commentator. It's not going so well. We're gonna work on that. We gotta work on some wins too. We are 2-1 with our current record right now. We were not doing so hot 2 episodes ago, so I had to reset my ranking, and then I was 2-1 in the last episode. Could have very well have done a little bit better than that. 1500 player from Sweden. Could have done way better than that, but I didn't make some good calls in the game, and I got crit with my Lele, and I do survive that with my Lele, and it pushed me pretty close to berry range with choice specs, Torkoal being at -1, but that's in the past. We're going to be doing, we're going to be playing against Delia, and we got a team. Okay, so this is Edu's team. So we got Tapu Koko, Feeny, Arcanine, Kartana, the Porygon 2, and the Mudsdale. This is, I don't know if it's going to be the same sets, but this is Edu's team, and Edu made it to the finals of the Bilbao Regional Championships in Europe. He played Peter Kajera in the finals, and he unfortunately lost to Peter, who had a really cool team. And I gotta pick my Pokemon right now, don't I? So I could potentially see him leading both Tapus, Tapu Koko and the Kartana. I don't think Porygon's gonna be brought right here. If it is, it's gonna be brought in the back. So who could I go with right here? I'm gonna go Mandibuzz, Garchomp. Do I go to Lele in the back? Does got the Mudsdale. I go with my Celesteela is the question. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my Celesteela. Reasoning being because, of course, Celesteela can 1v1 the Kartana because I have the Flamethrower. And the Celesteela and the Tapu Lele both gave Edu a lot of problems in the final because Peter Kajera actually did have the Celesteela and the Tapu Lele, the Muck, and then the Alolan Ninetales, and 2 other Pokemon. But I'm going to bring Garchomp and the Mandibuzz in the front, potentially get up a Tailwind right here. He's going to bring Tapu Fini and the Kartana in the front. Okay. A double up is not going to knock my my Mandibuzz out, and he's probably going to be inclined to double up into the Mandibuzz, considering the fact that a Protect and Tailwind is obvious right here, but he doesn't know my team. He might think I'm Scarf, so he could very well attack into the Garchomp. So honestly, I'm just going to go safe play right here. A double up shouldn't. Now, unless this is Choice Specs Tapu Fini, goes for Choice Specs Moonblast into the Mandibuzz, and the Kartana goes for a Smart Strike into the Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz is going to be brought down a lot, but I think this is still the best play possible right now. Tapu Fini goes for a Calm Mind. It's going to be kind of annoying. Is this going to be a Bloom Doom? Alright. Question is, who does he target? It's probably into the Garchomp, if I had to guess, because don't necessarily want to go for a Bloom Doom into the Mandibuzz, considering the fact that I resist it. This is still going to do probably about 25% through the Protect. Let's see. So, that's good information to know. He is not Focus Sashed. Okay. About 25%. A little less than that. Moonblast into the Mandibuzz. Okay. Alright. So it's a good thing I didn't really switch anything in on that slot. So I'm going to get up a Tailwind. Kartana won't be able to knock me out unless he gets a crit with Leaf Blade. Potentially see a double up into the Garchomp right here. That could take me out. Let me see, who's threatening more, Tapu Fini or the Kartana? I feel like I want to go for the Foul Play into the Kartana, and then an Earthquake, because that would be able to take out the Kartana. So you have in the back. I think I'm just going to go for the safe play into the Fini right here, because Kartana's going to be withdrawn right here into the Arcanine. Alright, well, I mean, I knew the Garchomp was going to be going down right here, and there's nothing I could do about that. If I switched in my Tapu Lele, of course I'd be proccing my Seeds on my Mandibuzz, but I'd be taking a lot of damage coming in. Could have very well have went for a Snarl, though, but I still don't think... -1 Moonblast probably would have been a better call. So this is probably going to do about half. Let's see. Yep. I'm not going to proc the berry, which is pretty good. This should do about 60... Not 60, I was going to say it's going to bring him down to about 60% with this Arcanine. Okay. It's going to go into my Garchomp. It's okay, I'm going to bring in my Lele. I'm going to proc my Seeds, although it doesn't really matter. This team really doesn't have many answers for Tapu Fini. Really, no answers for Tapu Fini. Probably could have went for a Kartana over the Celesteela on this team, because that would give me a better Tapu Fini matchup. Mana Buzz is pretty much going to go down with by any attack here. It's pretty obvious that I'd attack into the Tapu Fini with the Lele, considering the fact that Psychic would be able to take it out. So, let's see how many turns of Tailwind I have left. I should have 2 more turns of Tailwind. I'm going to attack into the Arcanine with my Lele. I should be able to take it out. And I'm going to go for a Snarl with my Mana Buzz. I think that's the best option right here. Yeah. The Tapu Fini goes for a Moonblast, and Arcanine's going to protect. Why would you protect the Arcanine? That doesn't really make any sense. Probably anticipating my Celesteela to be in the back, and then I want to take out the Arcanine to not have a threat to my Celesteela. But, I don't know, to me, and of course this player could be, obviously has a different mindset than I do. I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense, because the most obvious thing would be to go into the Tapu Fini. A Psychic would have taken out the Tapu Fini at that range. And then he would have protected, not have gained anything out of that. Alrighty. So I pretty much have to go into the Arcanine right here. He's probably going to go for a Psych. He's probably going to switch it into Kartana on that slot. So we're going to switch it into Kartana on that slot, because this is going to be the last turn of Tailwind to be able to outspeed me the following turn. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go for a Flamethrower into that slot, and then I'm going to go for a Psychic. If he doesn't switch out his Arcanine, his Arcanine's going to go down, and then he's going to take a Flamethrower into the Fini. I can't really do much about that. I want to double up into the Arcanine, because the Kartana could potentially switch in right here, which he does. So the Kartana is going to go down, and hopefully the Tapu Fini doesn't really do too much. Can't remember if I got off my Snarl. I should have been able to get off the Snarl beforehand. Alright, so we got the Kartana down. The Tapu Fini is pretty low in health, but the Tailwind's going to be going down right here. Got a pretty healthy Celesteela. Got a special defense boost. It's going to go for the Moonblast, probably into the Tapu... Yeah, Lele. Doesn't really make any sense to go into the... That does a lot of damage. That's way more damage than I had anticipated. That's definitely not Snarled. Unless this is Choice Specs Tapu Fini, because he's only been going for... He literally has only been going for Moonblasts. Alright, so yeah, he's been Snarled. He's definitely Choice Specs. So, Tapu Fini cannot protect right here. It's going to be faster than my Tapu Lele and my Celesteela. He's going to be locked into Moonblast. Okay, so what do I do right here? Because the Koko could definitely protect right here. So, what I anticipate is the Koko to protect, or the Koko to go for the Thunderbolt into my Tapu Lele. He could go for a double up into Tapu Lele, because the Celesteela protect here is pretty obvious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Heavy Slam right here, and I'm going to protect the Moonblast and or the Thunderbolt away from, because the Thunderbolt's not taking out. Okay, he's going to go for the switch out right there into the Arcanine. Alright, he's bringing me down to, what is this, -1 onto my Celesteela. See if he goes for the Thunderbolt into the Tapu Lele. The Celesteela protect is really obvious. Okay, into the Tapu Lele, good. At least I called that correctly. I'm going to go over the Heavy Slam into Tapu Koko. Should take him down to at least half health. Pretty pretty bulky Tapu Koko. Because my Celesteela is EV to do 90% damage to Tapu Kokos. Without an Intimidate, that is. So this is a pretty bulky Tapu Koko. Could be Assault Fested, for all we know. Celesteela Protect is really obvious right here, so we could definitely double up into the Tapu Lele. So I'm going to Leech Seed right there. So, okay, let's say E Thunderbolt, Berry procs, he goes for the Flare Blitz. I'm going to have to Psychic into... So, it doesn't really make sense to go for the Leech Seed and then the Psychic now, does it? Alright, so let's back up right here. Let's go for the Leech Seed, and then let's go for the Psychic, or just pick my move for me. Alright, so I gotta really stop talking here. Ooh, that's a really smart play. That's a really smart play because it doesn't proc my berry. Critical hit didn't matter right there. Let's see if it's Life Orbs. Yep, it's Life Orbs. Yeah, the critical hit definitely didn't matter right there. The reason why that's a really smart play is because... Alright, so Tapu Koko is going to switch out the next turn. It's a really smart play because the Extreme Speed, he doesn't take any recoil from Flare Blitz. The Extreme Speed attacks before the Tapu Koko, and it doesn't do too much to my Tapu Lele, so it doesn't bring me in berry range. And then he's able to follow up and take out my Tapu Lele with the Koko, because if he would have went for a Thunderbolt, it would have taken my Tapu Lele down into berry range. He would have procced my berry, and then Flare Blitz wouldn't have knocked me out. And then he would have done recoil to himself. Alright, so Tapu Koko is going to... I think the Tapu Koko switches out right here because the Protect is pretty obvious in my position. I've been playing pretty ballsy, though, so he might go for the Thunderbolt. But the Tapu Koko does safely come out right here. Going to go for the... he's going to go for a Flare Blitz, of course. So I'm going to go for the Leech Seeds into the Arcanine. He's going to take recoil damage. Flare Blitz will probably take me down to about 20%, depending on how offensive this Arcanine is. He does a little bit more than I wanted it to. But the Leech Seeds are probably going to take him down into berry range. So, looks like it's going to be in his favor. So, GG's to my opponent. It's actually a really, really good game. I don't think I should have lost my Garchomp early on in the game. So, should have definitely switched out my Garchomp. Probably into the Lele early on. Granted, the Lele would have taken a lot of damage, but the Lele really wasn't what I needed in this game. I needed my Garchomp for the Arcanine and for the Tapu Koko. Not much I can do against Tapu Fini with this team. That's why I'm not a big fan of this team. If I were to build upon this team, definitely to take Celesteela off this team. Even though Celesteela is really, really good for this team. I'm just going to Protect to see if I can maybe get like a double Protect or something like that, and... I don't know, it's pretty much over. I don't know why I protected right there. I should have just forfeited. I can't win the game. Because it's Spec Speed. He's probably just going to go for either a Hydro Pump or a Muddy Water. Yeah, he's going to go for a Muddy Water. So, you know, I'm not gonna try to drag this out for my opponent. I'm just going to end up quitting because there's no way I can get like 3 or 4 Protects off in a row and then survive another Flare Blitz. I mean, if he didn't have a Berry and, you know, he was in potential KO range with another Leech Seed, yeah, I would probably end up playing this game out. But there's no way I can win right here. So GG's to my opponent. We're going to be 2-2. I'm just like, I'm confused. Like, I do so incredibly well at tournaments. I have never actually gone, like, I've never had a negative record. I don't think I've ever had an even record at major tournaments. I always have, like, a really good positive record. 5-3, 6-2, bubbling out of top cut. But I always do so mediocre on Battle Spot, and I think it's because it's not the best of 3 format, it's a best of 1. So you're, like, pretty much for the most part, the best of 1 strategies is that you use, not gimmicks, but you use strategies more geared towards best of 1. You know, I'm not really getting much information from my opponents in a best... Well, I'm getting information from my best of 1 opponents, but I can't use that in other games because after a best of 1, it's completely done. Whereas I would have a really, really good chance to pull it back for a best of 3. I've won multiple games because I gained so much information in a best of 1. I played the opponent close, and then I adjust it for game 1 and game 2, and game 2 and game 3, and I end up winning. So 2-2. I mean, we're still really early on in the ladder, and this team obviously has some major weaknesses. Every time I see a Tapu Fini, majority of the time it is brought, and it's usually brought in the front because it does so well against the Tapu Lele and the Tapu Mandibuzz. We played against this guy already. Huh. Yeah, we played against this guy. He beat us. He's in the 1400s. His Slowbro survived a Tectonic Rage, got the Trick Room up, and then he just swept me from that point on. So, let's adjust right here. So his Tapu Bulu has Bloom Doom. He knows I have Poison Jab, or at least he should know I have Poison Jab. So I'm going to leave the Garchomp in the front right here. Should I leave the Tapu? I think I'm going to leave the Mandibuzz now because I can I can taunt his. The thing is, did I find out that it was? Did I find out that it was whatchamacallit? I don't know right now. Oblivious. That's what I was trying to say. I'm gonna bring the Celesteela in the back. Come on. I didn't want to go into team preview. Who else does he have? The Mudsdale. Tapu Lele. I'm digging the Snorlax right now. It's pretty good against his team if I get a belly jump up. Other than the Marowak. I'm going to have to take care of that Marowak. I'm really going to have to preserve my Mandibuzz and my Garchomp for the Marowak. I think he's going to lead the Tapu Bulu and the Slowking again. See if he does. If he leads that, I think I'm going to have to let him get up a Trick Room. Granted, if he is oblivious, because I'm going to taunt and then I'm going to Poison Jab. Yep. Wondering if the Poison Jab will actually take out the Tapu Bulu. Well, I have to go for it. If this taunt doesn't work, then it's game over. I really don't have any. Tapu Bulu is going to protect. Okay. I really don't have any answers to Trick Room other than taunt. And if they have like a mental herb or they're oblivious, then there's no way. There's nothing I can do. There's just nothing I can do. So he fell for the taunt. Okay. But he has mental herb. So there you go. So he's Regenerator with mental herb. Here's where I really want to have Arcanine, but I don't. So I brought the Celesteela in the back now, didn't I? There we go. Alright. So what can I really do? If I bring this... Oh, he's not going to be able to do too much to my... So what he's going to have in the back here. He's going to Bloom Doom. So I got that covered with the Celesteela. Do I do a double switch right here? I'm going to double switch. Mandibuzz really isn't going to do anything on the field. Granted, I can Snarl the Slowking, but I don't know, the Slowking's really not going to be doing too much damage, and if it burns my Snorlax, it's fine. Alright, so let's see what he does here. Slowking's going to Scold into the Snorlax. Okay. He's going to Bloom Doom. It's going to be into the Celesteela. Let's see how much this does. This is a Bloom Doom. Probably from Max Tapu Bulu. I can only imagine that it's Adamant or the benefiting attack nature with the negative speed. And then he's in grassy terrain. Alright, I think he's going to do like half. I think it's going to do about half. No, okay, it's quad resistant. It doesn't do as much as I thought it would do. Fortunately, I'm not touching the ground, so I'm not going to benefit from the grassy terrain. If I would have called that... If I would have called the Tapu Bulu Protect. Alright. So what do we want to do now? We can actually double Protect. He might be inclined to bring in the Marowak in on that slot. So, how many turns we have left still? Alright, so... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the Mandibuzz right here. So I think he's going to bring in the Marowak on in the Tapu Bulu slot. I don't think he can do much about me going for a Belly Drum right here. I'm going to go for the Belly Drum. If it burns me, that's fine. Slowking comes back. Marowak's going to come in on that slot. See, now, why would you bring a Marowak in on that slot? Because I'm not going to Flamethrower... I'm not going to Heavy Slam into that slot. My play is to heavy slam into the Tapu Bulu slot. That would take it down to at least half, so now he's probably going to wood hammer my Snorlax. This play doesn't make any sense. He's just leaving the Celesteela to freely attack his Bulu. I don't get it. His Bulu probably would have been taken out. So you would risk your Bulu over your Slowking right there. I seriously don't get it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to foul play into that slot, and I'm going to protect right here. I think I should be slower than the That's fine. Mudsdale's got a high attack stat. I mean, granted, his attack's going to go up, but that's fine. He's probably anticipating a high horsepower into that slot. So he's probably going to go for a wood hammer into the Snorlax. Okay, great. So, defense is going to rise. How many turns of Trick Room are left? Because he's probably, if this is the last turn of Trick Room, he could very well protect with the Tapu Bulu. Because the Tapu Bulu will be able to outspeed my Snorlax outside of Trick Room. Mudsdale outspeeds my Snorlax outside of the Trick Room. I think I'm in range for a high horsepower too. Alright, let's see how many turns of Trick Room are left. One turn of Trick Room is left. He's going to protect his Tapu Bulu. No, he could just attack with the Tapu Bulu or even bring something in. Probably the Marowak into that slot. I'm going to fail play that slot, and then I really think the high horsepower takes me out, but if it doesn't, let's go for the Facade into the Mudsdale. If he knocks me out, I get a free switch into my Garchomp. Okay, forgot about that. Close combat. Snorlax is going to go down, but that's fine. I went for the fail play into the Bulu because I was covering a Marowak switch. I really can't do much to the Tapu Bulu with my Mana Buzz anyway. Stone Edge. Okay. Does a lot of damage. That does a lot of damage as well, for not being effective at all. Question is, what does he do now? Because I'm going to bring in my Garchomp. I really would like to go for a... He's definitely bringing out his Tapu Bulu. He's going to bring in his... Marowak now. In that slot. He should. Because the... Mudsdale really isn't all too threatening. I really think the Tapu Bulu is going to be taken out right here. Should I go for a... I think I should just double up that slot, because if he brings in his... He could also protect to cover that option. I'm going to fail play that slot, and then I am going to Tectonic Rage the Mudsdale. This should still be able to take out the Mudsdale. Not sure of that calculation. Bulu's going to come out. Let's see what comes in. It's going to be Slowking. Slowking's still going to be taking considerable amount of damage from this. Alright, let's see. Let's see what happens here. The Mudsdale should be taken out. I shouldn't have taken the Mudsdale out. I should have attacked into the other slot with the Tectonic Rage. But I felt like the foul play would have been a good option to take out the... Well, not take out the Marowak, but at least put it in the range for just a single Earthquake. This is going to take out Mudsdale. Alright. Foul play is going to do pretty good damage. Really good damage, actually. Half. Wow. Alright, so that's definitely not a 0 IV Slowking. So he has the option of bringing the Bulu. I'm going to Poison Jab into it. He can't Trick Room. So pretty much what his option is right here is to protect Bulu, go for the Skull Burn into my Garchomp. So honestly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to taunt to cover that option for the Trick Room option, and then I'm just going to match protects with his Bulu so I don't get burnt. He burnt his Mental Herb. Slowking is going to protect. What is this man doing? Wow, dude, he's... Why? Why can't I get out of low ladder? This is why I can't get out of low ladder, because these plays make 0 sense. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. These plays make absolutely no sense. I can't do this anymore, guys. I really can't. These plays make 0 sense. Alright. What do you think an earthquake plus a... I don't think an earthquake plus a heavy slam will even take out the slow king because of the grassy terrain. I can't believe this. Let's do it. Let's go for the poison jab and the heavy slam. Tapu Bulu is gonna come out. All right, it's gonna go into the Marowak. We gotta take out. We gotta take out this the slow king right here. I cannot believe the play he made the previous turn. It's not gonna take out the slow king. He's gonna get up the Trick Room. I mean, he's gonna not get knocked out the poison, but this actually helps him because if he gets a Trick Room up and then he gets, I cannot believe this. That he. Oh my goodness. This is what I'm playing against in lower ladder. This is insane right now. This is absolutely insane. Oh, man. I don't think this is going to take out the slow king. I hope it doesn't. That actually doesn't. Great. Scold. He's probably going to Shadow Bone and Scold into the Garchomp. Because the Celestial Protect right here is really, really obvious. So I'm going to Lead Seed into that. Thinking I should Earthquake, or not Earthquake. Will Swords Dance help me out in this position? I think I'm just going to have to Earthquake. Why would you save your Slow King with that much HP left? I probably went for like a Heavy Slam just to cover that option. Why? These plays make no sense. I'm not going crazy, right? Like, can people in the comment section below please make sense of this? I'm not crazy, right? I mean, there's no reason for me to double protect right there. I mean, if anything was going to protect right there, it was going to be my Celesteela. I think my Celesteela is faster than the Bulu, actually. What I can do is I can go into that. It's going to Flare Blitz. It's going to Flare Blitz from the Marowak, though. It's going to Flare Blitz and Woodhammer. Alright, so what he has to do is he has to Flare Blitz. He's got me. Let's see right here. Heavy Slam. Let's do something that doesn't make any sense. Let's do. Oh, I was going to Protect right there. I was going to say let's do something that doesn't make any sense. Let's go for the Protect on the Garchomp because he's probably going to attack into the Garchomp. I'm going to get the Heavy Slam off into the Bulu. Oh, it knocks out, and then I'm going to get the. It should be getting the Earthquake off. Only if that was a defense boost. I get the EQ off, so protecting actually. Not protecting actually works out. I do almost half damage. Okay. So I protect. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Shadow Bone did so much damage. So the question is, do I protect with the Garchomp, or do I protect with both? Does he go for another Shadow Bone into the Garchomp? Because the Garchomp is the most threatening thing on the field. 2 more turns of Trick Room left. Oh, I forgot about Regenerator. That's why he wanted to switch the Slow King out. I'm going to protect the Garchomp. I think he's going to think that I'm going to protect the Celesteela. We have to go for it. We're at his mercy. We really do have to go for it. Heal Pulse, okay. Huh. Come on, go into the Garchomp. No, he goes into the Celesteela, but he's going to do a lot of damage to himself. Ah, could have protected my Celesteela right there and gone for an Earthquake. Again, a play that doesn't make any sense. You're not assessing the threat, which is Garchomp on the field. I could have very well gotten a crit onto the Marowak and won the game right there. Oh, man. I'm speechless. I really am speechless. Because if I would have protected my Celesteela and then attacked with my Garchomp, I would have potentially taken out the Marowak. If I didn't take out the Marowak, I protect this turn, and then that's the last turn of Trick Room after that, and then I could just Earthquake, knock out the Slowking, and then the Marowak can't attack before my Garchomp. Like, I'm not crazy, guys, right? I'm really not crazy. So anything that he does on his side of the field is going to be able to take out my Garchomp. Can we get some RNG in our favor here, please? Yes! Yes! We get the double protect. That was like literally the only thing we could have possibly have done right there. He's going to get a Heal Pulse off into his Marowak. He's going to go for Shadow Bone. So we need a crit. The only thing we could do, because I don't think the Earthquake will take out the Marowak. Only if I would have gotten a Swords Dance up here. I'm at neutral. I'm adamant. I'm almost max attack. So we have to get. I think we have to get a crit. I don't think Marowak faints to a neutral Earthquake. Oh, it was close. Because the Shadow Bone's definitely going to be able to take me out. It was close. Man. Then it takes me out. Yeah. This would have been a frustrating game to lose at a tournament. Like, I would have had something to say to this person if I was playing them in a tournament, because those plays make zero sense. They really do. Oh my goodness. We're gonna do one more. We're gonna do one more because we're 0-2 in this episode. Like, I should have definitely won that game. Man, only if I literally would have just doubled up into the that was like a best of 3 right there. If I would have just doubled up into the Slowking, I instantly win. Because then the Bulu can't outspeed my Garchomp. I just Poison Jab into that. And then I have both of my Pokemon at full health. Because you've seen how much the Foul Play did right there. If I would have just Tectonic Rage and Foul Played in the Slowking, that's GG's right there. But, you know, I didn't know what item that the Slowking had, so I ended up going for a Taunt and use Mental Herb. So, man, that's really disheartening. We're back into the 1400s. Man, I think I'm just not going to practice anymore. We're playing on Battle Spot or Showdown anymore. And then just go to tournaments and wing it. Because apparently it's not good practice whatsoever. Alright, so we got Julie has a team of Porygon 2, Tapu Koko, Garchomp, Gyarados, the Gigalith, and the Celesteela. So this is a pretty good team. You definitely see the Garchomp and the Koko lead. I mean, that's a pretty good lead for anything. Especially if it's like a Scarf Chomp with Rock Slide. And then Specs Koko with Discharge. That'll do a lot of damage to my Amanda Buzz and potentially get a flinch. So I think that would be a pretty good lead on his end. And what could I do about that? What could I do about that? How is Garchomp and Mandibuzz? Because I could taunt the Porygon 2. I could taunt the Porygon 2 if he decides to lead that. I could either Earthquake or Tectonic Rage. Yeah, potentially Swords Dance, but I would have to be given a good opportunity to do that. How's the Tapu Lele look in this match? Not half bad. Celesteela is looking pretty good other than that Koko. What was my last Pokemon? What is the last Pokemon I want to bring? I think I'm going to bring the Arcanine for the Celesteela. He's got a Gigalith and he's got a Gyarados, but the Arcanine does pretty well against the rest of his team. I mean, my Arcanine is incredibly bulky. I could have brought the Snorlax right there, but I never find an opportunity where I'm able to set up a belly drum and take advantage of it. You've seen that last game. You get doubled up into it, and then... Yeah, so we have a shiny Gyarados in a Beast Ball. So this man is a really serious shiny hunter. Really serious shiny hunter. He's got a very, very, very good chance of catching the Pokemon in a Beast Ball. Alright. So, could potentially see a Dragon Dance right here. What I can actually do is I can double up into the Garchomp, go for a Tectonic Rage, and then... He could have Ice Fang, though. I keep forgetting that he can have Ice Fang. He could protect the Garchomp as well and go for a Supersonic Sky Strike. Oh my god, this Gyarados is going to give me such a problem if it gets up a Dragon Dance, though. I'm going to go for a Swords Dance, and then I'm going to Tailwind. Reason I'm... Alright, let me explain myself here for a second. Reason I'm doing... that foils my plan. Who the fuck has Rock Tomb on their Garchomp? Excuse my language. Going for a Swords Dance right here. Hopefully he doesn't have Ice Fang. If he has Ice Fang, then GG. Normally... Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Into the Mandibuzz. Of course I of course I flinch. Of course I flinch. Oh my goodness. So what I was going for right there is get up a Tailwind, get up a Swords Dance, because even if he gets off a even if he... I would be able to Poison Jab and then Foul Play into the Gyarados is what I'm trying to say right here. If I got a Tailwind up, but now I'm not going to be able to outspeed. Even if I did get a Tailwind up, I probably wouldn't have been able to outspeed with my Mandibuzz because he had Rock Tomb. What am I playing? Alright, so let's just effort to go for the Tailwind. Garchomp's going to protect, it's fine. He's probably going to go for an Ice Fang into the Mandibuzz. Let's see if he goes for the Ice Fang into the Garchomp. Because I did get a Swords Dance up. He might be afraid of that. Nope, he just goes for it into the Mandibuzz. That's the safest play for him. Alright. Okay, so who do I bring in right here? Both of these Pokemon really aren't good to bring in this situation. I'm going to bring in the Arcanine to get an Intimidate down onto the Gyarados right here. Only if I knew my... This is probably going to be Woodarium Z as well. The Gyarados is probably going to be faster than my Arcanine as well. I'm going to Tectonic Rage right here. He had already protected the last turn. Does he have anything to switch in on that slot? Probably going to be the... Does he have a Celesteela? Yeah, he has a Celesteela, or she has a Celesteela. The question is, does he go for the Ice Fang into my Garchomp, or does he go for the Woodarium Z into the Arcanine? Ice Fang's not going to knock me out. Damn it, Gyarados is another problem for this team. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. He's going to use Earthquake. So I could have went for the Tectonic Rage into that slot. He's probably going to go for an Ice Fang. It's going to get a critical hit. Probably not. No, it's going to get the poison, and then I can't Will-O-Wisp him. And it's not going to knock me out. So cool. It's going to freeze me though. That doesn't surprise me at this point. So this team is not as good as I thought it was. I played out of my mind at the tournament, so that might have been one of the reasons why I did so well. Shell Bell. I'm losing to a Shell Bell Shiny Gyarados in a Beast Ball. Normally when you're running Shiny Gyarados, you want to use Fly and you want to use Waterfall with Dragon Dance and Protect. Because you want to basically bluff the Supersonic Sky Strike. Or maybe that's exactly what this person's doing, but at least put it in a Pokeball. So a Pokeball that's red, because it's supposed to be in a Premier Ball. Oh, goodness. I'm just going to Protect right here, and then, I mean, what can I really do? He's not even going to attack into the Garchomp. He's probably just going to double up into the Arcanine. Alright, yeah, exactly. Because I'm going to be frozen solid. There needs to be a timer on the freezes because it's a little broken. And the Arcanine's going to go down. Well, GG's. Oh my goodness. Lower ladder is just it's just terrifying. Really wish I could just get into the 1700s. Alright. I'm just going to forfeit because Celesteela can't pull this back. There's absolutely zero way that Celesteela can pull this back. Unless, I don't know. He's going to have the Coco in the back. I mean, I'm going to go for a Protect right here, see if the Gyarados is going to go down. I highly doubt that it does. Garchomp's probably going to end up switching out right here. I'm just going to go for Protect. There's no reason to think about this at all, whatsoever. Garchomp's going to be taken out right here. Probably going to the Tapu Koko. I could have very well went for like a Leaf Seed or a Heavy Slam in that slot, but he's up 4-1, so he's probably just going to end up staying in right here. I'm banking on the Gyarados to go down from a Poison. If there's any Pokemon that could bring it back from a 4-1, it's definitely a Celesteela, but yeah, the Gyarados is... So honestly, I mean, you know, I'm going to take a lot of damage, so I'm just going to go for another Protect right here and hope the Gyarados goes down. Why not? And I get it. There you go. Why make moves that make sense anymore? You could just make moves that don't make any sense and then do well, apparently. Because of RNG. Alright, so the Gyarados is going to go down. Tapu Koko will likely come in. So... Oh, you know what I should have done right there? I should have went for the Heavy Slam. into the Gyarados to get the special defense boost. See if you even brought the Tapu Koko. If you don't bring a Tapu Koko to every single one of the matches, then I don't know what you're doing, man. So the Tapu Koko is going to come in right here. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing I could do right here. Alright, so I kind of dragged this out a little bit longer than I wanted it to. So I apologize, guys. Like, I'm playing, like, the best of my ability while trying to commentate at the same time. But there's only so much I can do. There's apparent weaknesses to this team, and I apparently am playing everything that is weak to this team. Mainly just like Tapu Finis. And this my second opponent, like I hate saying like, oh, you know, these plays don't make any sense, but like that's a game where I could just call that person out to say that those plays made absolutely zero sense. Like no sense, like at all. Like there was no thought put into that, like whatsoever. So we're not looking so hot with this team. Probably going to switch over to another team. My other team is way better in a best of 1 than this team is. This is more oriented for a best of 3. You know, collect information in game 1 if I don't win game 1, and then kind of pull it through in the last 2 games. I did pretty well. Excuse me, at the regional when I was testing this team on Showdown. I actually went 12-0. So, I don't know what it is. I think it's just the lower ladder is just killing me, playing sets that are really unfamiliar with, players that making plays that really don't make much sense. But definitely be playing with another team, probably in the next episode. I think I've had it up to here with this team, because it's not doing too hot. Anyway, guys, thank you for sticking around. I really do apologize, but catch me in the next episode. Peace.